Hey guys, it's jjaaxxthelegend here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a mud farm in 1.19 that works for both Bedrock and Java. Now this design here is modified so it can work on both Bedrock and Java. If you're looking for a just plain old Java design, you can check out my other mud farm tutorial, which is slightly more compact but doesn't work on Bedrock. But let's clear this mud farm and have a look at how this works. To get this mud farm working, all you have to do is place dirt here and then just sit here with dirt in your inventory, clicking on this piston, and it will start generating mud. But let me explain how this is generating mud and how it can just go on forever like this until our rectangle is filled up or we've run out of dirt. So to get this piston here, the first initial piston moving, we have a redstone torch that when I place a block on it, if I just disconnect this for 1 second, you can see it finishes a redstone current, a redstone circuit, so it connects up the redstone torch to this piece of redstone dust here, which will then power the piston and move it across. But as well as doing that, it is powering this dispenser, which is dispensing one water bottle onto this dirt block, converting it into mud. And then that dispenser here is also a carrier of redstone current, because redstone current's going through that and going down to power this dispenser here, which is filled with water bottles, which will dispense a water bottle, take it back up and replenish this dispenser. So you'll see we currently have 6 in there. If I place this, the water bottle goes up, goes into that dispenser, and we're back at 6. You can see that from inside as well. We have 5, and now we have 6. And then once it gets to the very end, we use a very similar system here of completing the circuit with a block there to push them along. So when a block gets placed here, it completes a circuit and fires off all of the pistons, as you can see. Now the materials you will need to build this will appear on your screen now, so make sure to grab all of those and we can get building. Okay, to start off this mud farm, we are going to be placing a piston here. This piston is going to be facing towards the way we want to push all of our mud, so I'm pushing it out over this way. Then place 2 concrete behind it like this, and some redstone dust on top of that concrete. Now break this block here, place a redstone torch like so, a piece of redstone dust here, and a repeater here. Now place a dispenser, not a dropper but a dispenser here, facing towards the front of our build. The front of our build is the side opposite to this redstone repeater, so over here, opposite side. We also want to make sure this redstone repeater is set to 3 ticks delay, so click that twice, 1, 2, like that. Now break this block here, one block diagonally back, and then connect it up to underneath this dispenser. Place a dispenser here, a hopper going into the back of that dispenser, and break this block here so you can place a hopper going into that hopper there. So when you place an item in this dispenser, it should end up in this dispenser here. Now break the block in front of this dispenser. Place a repeater here, coming out of this dispenser, going into a block, and underneath that block, place a piece of redstone dust, making sure it is across like this. Now, in Bedrock, it is always constantly across, so don't have to worry about this. But if you are building this in Java instead of my other Java tutorial, make sure this is across and not a dot. You can change that by right-clicking it. Using some blocks, I'm going to use glass blocks, build up 3 like this, on all sides except for this side here, the side that is lined up with this dispenser. On this side, only come up 2. Then come 1 forward, so you stop at this dispenser. Then bring this edge around like this, place a hopper here, and then bring the edge around this, like that, and fill this up with water, and it should flow over this hopper. Now just add a small glass roof on top of this. This is what it should look like. If you want, you can break these corners here, but to place it in, you need to add these corners. But I'm going to go ahead and break them because I think it looks just a little bit nicer. This is what we should have so far. Now we're breaking these two glass blocks here to get access to these hoppers, and we also want to break this here to get access to this dispenser. Fill this dispenser up with glass bottles. Then fill up both of these hoppers with glass bottles, but with one of the hoppers, the one underneath the dispenser here, leave a 32 empty like this. So we're not filling it up fully. See how there's 4 stacks and then 32, where in these ones we're just fully filling it up with 4 stacks, and this one 9 stacks. This is sort of a makeshift item sorter. So the water bottles that are in here, which we're going to place in now, we're going to place in 6 water bottles. So the water bottles that are in this dispenser don't actually get thrown into the hopper until they turn into bottles, just plain glass bottles. Now, we want to make sure we place this block here back, because if we don't, this redstone system won't work. Now, if we've built everything correctly, we can place a dirt block here and a dirt block here, and it should convert it into mud like that. Now, just a note to make: dirt will have grass grown onto it, so this grass will sort of grow up onto this dirt, and that is not normally an issue, but in a mud farm that is. Mud doesn't actually work if water is added to grass. It doesn't convert it into mud, so it needs to be dirt. So an easy way to fix this is to grab something out like stone and just replace the blocks around it with stone. Now, if you're in a biome like a sandy desert or something like that, you won't need to worry about this, but if not, it's a reasonably simple task and you can just put this back. Now, when doing this, just make sure to remember that the repeater here is set to 3 ticks delay, so that is 2 clicks. Just replace all of the blocks around it like that, and you're good to go. Now we need to work on the system over here, which converts it into a sort of square for you to mine. Leaving a 1 block space from this block here, place 8 pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this. And I'm going to have to add a bit more floor room here. But then I'm going to place a redstone torch, break a block here and place a redstone torch there. Then place a piece of redstone dust, a repeater, and then we're going to grab out some blocks. Now you can use any block here. I'm just going to use some blue concrete and place blocks going right along like this. Then place redstone dust on top of all of those blocks. Now with this system, if you place a block in front of this piston here, all of them should extend if you've built it correctly. And there we have our system. So let's just test that this works and add one final touch. For the ease of placing, I suggest adding a glass block right here and breaking that there, so you don't accidentally misplace any dirt blocks. But now if we grab out our dirt blocks, place one here, then start placing it along, you will see we have our mud generator. Once it gets to the end, we're 1 away, so place that. It pushes it out and it will eventually make a big mud sort of rectangle for us to mine. So see what happened there where I placed blocks out like this? That is why we want to stand nice and close and have this glass block, because if we didn't have that glass block, you have a risk of placing a dirt block like that, which isn't a big deal, it's just really annoying. So the glass block there fixes it all, and standing close to it as well. Now we haven't got it here, but like with a cobblestone or a stone generator, sometimes you do get a block not being properly converted. So you might get a dirt block mixed in with this mud, but that's not a major because you can still mine this and then collect it back and put it back through your system. You don't actually lose any water bottles or anything like that. After a little while, you'll have your fully generated mud rectangle and you can go ahead and break it. Now the shovel is the fastest tool to break these, but once you've fully broken it down, you can go ahead and generate another one using the same technique with placing your dirt block there. But guys, on that note, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, stay carbonated.